May 13, 2015, Amy was home taking care of Philip, who was recovering from a concussion after a recent race. Their longtime housekeeper, Vera, was there too this afternoon. Amy received a call from a dog-sitting company. The employee on the other end noticed something odd. Amy sounded groggy, not just like herself. Then service called his driver, Jordan Waxley, asking him to pick up a mystery package and $40,000 in cash. He told him not to ring the doorbell, just leave in a red sports car. At 9 p.m., ordered two pepperoni pizzas from Domino's. She told the delivery guy to leave them on the porch. She was caring for a sick child. He followed her instruction, but when he looked into the house, something felt off. The porch light was on, but inside, total darkness. Servers left a voicemail for Nellie, other housekeeper, telling her not to come. And the next day, he said Amy was sick and Vera had offered to stay overnight. That had never happened before. In 20 years of working with the family, neither Nellie or Vera had ever stayed overnight. Meanwhile, Vera's husband, Bernardo, was getting increasingly anxious. His wife was supposed to be off work by 3 p.m. and now her phone was off, no calls, no text. The next morning, he drove to the mansion. He knocked, rang the bell, no answer, but he swore he had something inside. Softly, mumbling, the dog barking. Then his phone rang. It was Savers. He apologized repeatedly, said Anne was sick and Vera had gone with her to the hospital. But if Savers was right behind the door, why did not he just open it? At 1 p.m. on May 13, flames burst from the second floor of the mansion. Neighbors called 911 as black smoke billowed into the sky. Inside, the firefighter made a horrifying discovery. 4 people lay down. Service Amy, Vera, and Philip, just 10 years old. They had been tied up, beaten with a bat, strangled and stamped. Philip was so badly burned that at first they could not even identify his gender. His autopsy revealed something even worse. He may have been burned alive. All 4 bodies had been doused in gasoline. The fire had started in Philip's room. It was a crime scene straight out of a nightmare. Among the ashes, investigators found something strange: a half-eaten Domino's pizza untouched by the flames. It wasn't just a leftover meal, it was a clue. They tested the crust for DNA and shockingly, it matched a man already in the system, 34-year-old Darren Reed. He was not a stranger. Darren had once worked for service at American Hire Works, but had been fired years earlier after threatening a co-worker with a knife. He had asked to be rehired. Service said no, and now Darren's DNA was in the house on the pizza on a green construction vest found in the family's stolen porch. The killer had eaten during the murders and left behind the signature bite. Once the DNA hit, a manhunt exploded. Winds flared DC, even taking a taxi to New York. He was spotted with a mysterious white bag and seen searching online for how to beat a lie detector and countries with no extradition treaty. Police finally tracked him to a stock surrounded by scattered 100 bills down. He was arrested, nervous and carrying burner phones. The motive? Greed and maybe revenge, but was that the whole story? That is when the doubt started. Could Darren, a man with a criminal record but no military training, really subdue 4 people for 19 hours? Some believe he had help. Witnesses reported seeing someone else driving the Porsche. Service driver Jordan Warson changed details of his story multiple times. A mystery DNA sample was found on the green vest. Even Darren's own lawyer claimed he was framed, blaming his brothers and Jordan for the cleaning. Darren claimed he was just in the other room. But if that was true, why was his DNA on everything? In 2018, Darren stood trial. The jury saw chilling footage of the burnt-out room, heard from grieving family, and listened to the survivors, the 2 teenage daughters who had been away at school. The defense argument, Darren does not even like pizza. Seriously, they said that. The jury did not buy it. He was found guilty on assault, murder, arson, extortion, kidnapping. He was sentenced to 4 consecutive life sentences, no possibility of parole. Even today, no one else is charged. No one else's DNA has been matched. 19 hours of terror. A powerful family destroyed. A boy burned alive. And the killer caught by a bite of pizza. Darren Wayne's story is one of arrogance, cruelty, and cold-blooded calculation. But it's also a haunting reminder sometimes the tiniest mistake, one bite, one crust, can unravel everything. And while justice has been served, some still wonder, did he really act alone? Drop your thoughts about the story in the comment section and don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more insightful story.